Hey, how you doing, Libras? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host of this channel. Welcome to Conscious Water Session 2. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your weekend ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Do take what you like and leave the rest. Thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So let's see what's going on with Libras. Okay, I'm hearing someone says I'm not saying a word. It could be you, Libras, that want to be a bit quiet right now. Or you're honing in on things that you want to know inside yourself, kind of looking within, okay? You could have taken a risk into your mind at this time to see who you are and how you can solve your problems. Maybe even seeing that sexual energies are there, or good karma is there, or love life is there, and wondering how to support your ideas. Or even people seeing that you have got good karma here with your mind and your parenting. It does say that you want to know that you have good karma with your mind and subjecting yourself to good karma with things that you want. And you see that you want to keep things private right now, okay? It does say you are warned that you should not speak about anything, but you do see you have bills to pay or things to sort out in regards to your mind and your family. For some of you that are nurturing a child or a little one, you want to take care of them and make sure that they are speaking well, looking well, dressing well, saying good things, working on yourself as an individual and as a mum, and also looking into better things to come. So that is beautiful. It looks like you guys are priding yourself right now or feeling very confident about something here. Taking care of your stability and nurturing your wealth. Okay. Looking after your well-being as well. So beautiful. Okay. There is some feelings here for you to feel justified and frank about who you are and want to balance out certain frenemies, enemies or jealous feelings that you have on the inside, or warn yourself not to speak because you do want to know that things are going to get better for you overall. Okay. It does look like you're holding on to these things very tightly, or want to know that you have good karma in your mind. Okay. So I do see you guys could be saving right now as well, putting a little stack away for later, saving your money. All right. You know, banking some it's something to do with banking here. Future references as well, calls, court issues, something about court issues for some of you guys, or not really having to pay any bills related to court issues, or even dealing with things that you know that could cause you concern. It does say you will bill someone, or you want to bill them soon, or you may not want to speak to them at all. It says you could want to bail someone out of a personal problem as well in the near future, or maybe feel like you don't need to go through these dramas. You do not want to know that you have problems with others. Okay. It does look like you're holding on to your options in your mind, maybe even mad that someone said something, did something, or completely messed something up for you as well in regards to your money, your time or your efforts here. All right. Does say you warn yourself not to speak, but you do want to caution yourself on things that you need to get done, or surprise yourself with people and enemies that don't really warn you of great news. It says you warn yourself you have better news with your love life and your children, and you want to support that. So pleasing someone is going to help you or not really help you. It says you warn yourself nothing's set in stone, but people want to see that I am doing well. Which is true, Libra. People do want to see that you're doing well, okay? So don't doubt yourself here, my lovely. But I do see that you are doing well with things that you are doing, okay? You are very much doing good with yourself right now. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Okay, some of you guys may be, self-conflicting a little bit, though. You know, maybe certain things that are going on in your mind, you know, you feel like you don't like certain thinking patterns or believing in certain things that, you know, me, men or women have to say. It does say you warn yourself, don't speak, but people out here are negative right now. And by now, you need to warn yourself not to speak about it, just deal with the situations in a way that you can feel like heavily you are blessed, okay? Heavily you are blessed, okay? Says, I warn myself, don't speak about her. But I think she's got something of mine, or maybe even a child, that I warn myself, I don't want to see, but I do want to see her work on who she is and stop bothering me. Okay? So I don't know who this is. All right? That saying, look, I want her to work on herself and stop bothering me. Could be dealing with a water sign person. Okay? Could be dealing with a Virgo. Could be dealing with an Aries. All right? Alright, let's see what else is going on. Someone says, I hate the war. You know, maybe too much conflicts right now. It does say people don't know how to support your ideas, Libra, with all the war or the negative energy, but it does say friends and family will be there to surprise you or support you when you feel like you have better news in your mind, or to sort things out in your studies, or maybe even in your learning experiences, or maybe even in your problem solving, or things that you have to do of that nature. It says, I've tried to warn you, don't speak to me, but I don't know if you're going to speak to me again to tell you off. I know I could tell you off. I feel like I want to tell you off, but I don't need to say anything to you at all, okay? Could be dealing with a fire sign, in particularly a Sagittarius, okay? Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with what's it called? Cancerian, okay, or any water sign or any other air sign here. And then some of you guys could be warring over subjecting to fraud or police or something like that. Or maybe even something down in your heart tells you not to speak about it, but you've done something. Or maybe you've got something in your mind on someone else. It says some of you guys may be feeling this way. It does say some of you need to stop thinking that way, because nothing's really set in stone for anything to war with you or cause you a problem in the near future. It says, I warn myself, don't speak, but I had to deal with things in my time and in my mind. I'm dealing with it all, okay? All right. It does say decency is something that you pride yourself over, and warning yourself not to war with anyone is going to be better for you and your work, okay? Especially something to do with your work here. All right, or something that you could be working on to see which way something's going. All right, it does say for you, you have good karma with your work and nice rewards are on its way. It says duties of karma is giving you blessings, blessings instead of negativity. So something here is coming in regards to negativity. So you could be thinking of things that are not so great in your mind, but things are turning around for you in positive energy. Negative energy is not going to kill you, though. It says sometimes you've got bad news, but it says this time we are warning you that you have better news than anything else that you've got going on in your mind. So maybe a lot of you guys have a lot of things in your mind that you've been concerned about, but you've got better news than that, and maybe need to stop worrying, okay? Some of you guys may have been worried about a job or work or business, okay? It does look like some of you guys may be receiving a new job here in the near future. It does say that you have to consider some concerns, though, before you get the job. So possibly placing yourself on hold, or even feeling like it's not going to be worthwhile, is going to be something that you wonder, do I get this job? So maybe you guys are waiting for an interview in some type of way, all right? Okay. It does look like something has closed down though, or maybe you've missed the mark, or you didn't get the call, or you didn't get the job. For some of you guys, it says you're not going to get the job, but some of you will realize that you didn't need to speak about it. You warned yourself that they probably wasn't going to gift you this job or even call you. It says, no way was I going to speak to her. I didn't feel like I needed to. But my concern is, will she worry and call me and make me feel like I'm bad for not giving it to her? So some of you guys feel like, you know, someone was going to call you for an interview, you know, and maybe this person decided not to speak or to say anything to you, but something may have told some of you that you felt like you wasn't going to get it, and warned you of this. If you also understand the energies that compared the evil that comes with the person or the people around you, it says some of you guys are gifted tarot readers or spiritual healers, or understand the universe through astrology, and many things have warned you that something wasn't going to turn out in your favor. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. It says, I knew I wasn't going to give you a call, but I really told myself off. I should never have dealt with you in that way. I pride myself over this though, because I'm not calling her, but I do know I can speak to her and give her a timeout and think, well, I could call her and let her know I'm not dealing with this, or I'm not going to give it to her, or I'm not going to speak about it at all. And some of you guys, it could be you guys that may need some type of support, or thought you may not need this support. Maybe you thought that you could have gave someone the time out in your mind as well. For some of you guys that are dealing with a love story, it says you may not want to hear from this person right now. You may be going through mind games of your own with the female energy that you warn yourself not to speak about, but she's always coming up in your head or causing you concern in your life, and you wondered why you took the time to be pregnant for someone as well. Like you went through all that just to give yourself good times sexually, or maybe even worse, a child. For some of you guys, raising a newborn baby and not really seeing that it's going to be worthwhile. It says, I warn you though, don't speak to me. I don't want to hear anyone tell me off. I feel like bad news is coming with the person that I slept with and made a child with, and I don't want to tell myself off. I feel like it's good for me to keep quiet, but I feel bad, like I should have never given myself this opportunity and warned myself, and others warned me that it's not a good idea, even though I looked for praise in others and people praised me, but I just got jealous over nothing. Or maybe I did get jealous over something. He warns me not to speak because he does care about me and he loves me, but he doesn't feel like I'm good enough as a parent. I feel like he may not think I'm good enough as a parent. So for some of you guys, you may be having postnatal depression or feeling a bit down in some type of way, maybe feeling like you're not really good enough as a parent. Okay, and maybe there could have been a third party, could be an ex or something like that, that you could be feeling, you know, like that person's jealous of you, or you could be jealous of them, whatever the case might be. All right. You know, people have been warning you not to worry. You're going to be a great mom. You're going to be a great parent, you know, but you can't help but feel a little bit like you're not good enough in some ways as well. Or maybe your partner makes you feel less than. Maybe your partner makes you feel like, you know, you're not good enough in some ways, or you're not getting the support in some ways. But for some of you guys, you are. And it does say that you're not warning yourself enough to speak about good things, and that's where the problem is. It says, don't see what I am doing. I don't want to hear everyone in my business. Okay, so someone here doesn't want to hear that everyone is in their business. It says, laugh, because there's nothing set in stone. People will see that problems are not with you at all. It says you've got to give yourself enough time to rest, heal and recover, rejuvenate from any problems or any household items that could be there. It says you may not want to take them right now and steal them away from your mind again if you feel like bad news is going to come. Household items. Okay. Says you may need certain things in your house to support your ideas as well, but you may be peed off right now that you couldn't find them, or you've misplaced them, or you've lost them for some of you guys. It says sometimes you may even need to still your mind and say, well, I need to put it away, or even solve the problem of how I'm going to give it away, or maybe even help myself see that I have to give some items away. So some of you guys may be feeling like you need to, declutter, maybe get rid of some items, make more space, or maybe even, wanted to give some personal items to someone, like maybe gift them to someone, give them to charity, give them to a friend, maybe even pawn them, or, just kind of, maybe you're making space right now in your home environment. Okay. All right. Or maybe it has something to do with a home project for some of you guys that, may not, work out in your favor in some way right away. And it doesn't say it's not going to work out later on, but it just says that maybe right now is not the best time to solve your problems with a sale or an investment with some type of ideas that you had for a particular place. It says you may be granting yourself a good reason to believe you would have got something and may not have gotten it at all. Okay, so maybe it could be, looking for that ideal home to settle down in, or maybe even use for business purposes. All right, and maybe that one is just not the one right now for some of you. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing putting up a home for sale for some of you guys as well. And understanding it does take time for it to sell, but you wonder if you can have better news with it if you do put it on the market and not release it to anyone. It does say for some of you guys, you warn yourself that you have troubles because you could be moving or stressed about this and wonder when it's going to take place. And notice that you didn't do much to support your ideas, but probably peed off right now, or stressed, or have too much going on, and maybe too much on your plate, or maybe even too much on your mind, or too much information that you've told someone that may not even be the right information, and maybe not wanting to speak or spill the beans about it, but you may have spoken too much about things that you're not doing yet and could be doing, but you're not doing them right now. Okay. I hate her. Someone says, I hate her. You could be dealing with an earth sign person, someone that has grief for their parent, or a prideful person here. It does say it's you that they are jealous of and can't wait to see who speaks about you in their mind again. Are you going to call someone and let me hear your business, because I want to listen to what you've got going on? So someone could be eavesdropping on you as well, Libra, to listen to what you've got going on. Okay, like maybe you've been talking to someone and they want to see what you've got going on through your conversations, slyly wondering if they could take back karma with whatever it is that you've got going on. It says, you can't afford to buy me out of my mind with things that I want to do in my life. You have to sit there and listen to me. You're going to listen to me, eating on every word. Some of you guys, okay, someone is, purposely making someone listen, okay, to them, so they can eat up every word, to make them feel like hell is there, but no longer with them. You will pride yourself over what it is that I'm doing and move your ass on. It says, don't speak to me about what I've got going on. Speak to your mind about what you're doing in your own life, and tell me off. Go on, because you can't tell me off if I've got things going on in my own life. You would like to, but it's never going to work again. Always trying to warn yourself that you have good karma, trying to work on me, pushing me down. It's never going to be you and I pushing yourself into my life and telling me you've got great news more than me, is what the other person is saying. It says, I will never allow you to see me in that way. I will never warn myself that I have great things going on, but I tell myself I've got great news when I do. It says it could be you, or it could be someone else, like another air sign. It does say I warn myself not to speak because I'm not feeling like I have better news, warning myself that I need to, and I certainly don't need to hear that I've got bad bad news with anyone else, okay? Hopefully some of you guys ain't jealous as well of a water sign person as well, or feeling like a low energy has taken over you, so you have lack right now, or noticing that you don't have enough to feed your family or even give your kids, or maybe even warning yourself you do, but you just don't want to give to them right now. And it does say a lot of you have feelings of forces that are coming in to harm your head over energies around you with other people's warnings. It says nothing set in stone, but Libra, you've got to feel blessings and stop worrying about some type of lack that you have as well. Maybe you guys are feeling like you want something and can't get it, or there's some type of lack, like you might have to leave something out or let something go. Okay, all right. Let's see what else is going on. It says, I have not seen who you are. I feel like I've made a decision to mark my territory on you. Wouldn't want to dare communicate with you. Obviously want to, but where are you? Why are you not here to deal with me today? Or have I got enough time to speak with you? I just know that I need to. I want to hear from you again. Okay, so some of you guys may want to hear from this Scorpio, or maybe even an earth sign that could be taking their time to come towards you right now. All right. Or maybe you've been trying to reach out to them and you can't get hold of them right now. Okay. You're thinking maybe even if you have enough time to speak to them or get in touch with them. It says, I want to call you, and I hear that you are certainly something I wouldn't want to date, because I know I can't get through to you in the ways that I can't get through to you. So some of you guys as well, maybe, you know, wanting to date with this person, and maybe you can't get through to them in ways that you would like to. Maybe you've got too much going on right now, so you don't have enough time to date this person. Or maybe you've got, you know, mental things in the way, like stroking your ego too much about things you know and wouldn't want to place them on that level. Like you can't even think about the things that you want right now with this person because you're struggling with mind games or things that you know you could do to support your ideas instead of them, and maybe feeling peed off or cheesed off about something you've got going on. It does say you have many karmic value systems inside you to help yourself build up success and growth right now, and pouring into a person is something you want to do. It says, you know, you want to pour into someone beneficially, you want to give them wealth, and you can't even get to them to do that. It says, poor me, I wish I could. If I knew how to give this person many gifts, I would give it to them. So, you know, for some of you guys, you may want to gift someone right now, like really give to them, gift them. Okay, it could be in regards to parenting. If not, it could be someone that wants to gift you a lot right now. Or maybe you want to gift someone and maybe you can't get hold of that person right now. Okay. Or maybe it's just one of those things where you just can't do it at all for whatever the circumstances are. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with your work, Libras. What's going on with Libra's work? Work is certainly going to be better than nothing these days. You are trying to warn yourself it is stagnant, or it is time to feel like you have good karma. I also heard slight little bit of autism. I don't know if someone is autistic or if there is you know, maybe a member of your family that has this problem, or you've got to live in your mind to think if there is a problem with you, or maybe you feel like something is going to happen in the near future to someone, but you're not worried. You do feel like doctors or people around you are helping to support you. Even problems with you being that way, it could be solved in a better way if you had studied things, or maybe even understood things about a person around you, maybe a friend, a father figure, or a loyalty to someone. It does say you have duties to help someone in this poor condition as well. All right, for some of you guys. Okay, it does say I'm legally leaving you behind. I feel like my problem is solved. I haven't supported the idea of us being wed or married because I am this way. So some of you guys, you could have an autistic partner as well, that doesn't know if they should communicate with you again, or you know, they may want to see someone that they don't know would support you because of their own problems as well. Okay, maybe this person is someone that loves you very much and doesn't know how to support you with their mind, but they probably would have had someone that would have given them enough time to see that they could have supported you and been there for you, probably placing you on a pedestal and helping them to do so too. Okay, now I'm picking up for some of you guys, you could be, this person could be a parent to someone, maybe thinking about a stepmother or a stepfather or something like that. Okay, maybe you guys are to someone. Okay, so anyway, let's see what else is going on, because there is commitments, okay, to remember as well. All right, maybe things are a little bit stagnant, but it does say things will shape in 2 weeks or less, or maybe in 2 hours. It says, even though you don't have to speak to me, I wonder how he is. Okay, so someone's wondering how someone is as well, saying, I wonder if we could even donate our time together one day and still make sure that we had one of our own. Oh, it's like I'm picking up someone's energy as well in regards to wanted to have a child of their own with someone here, or even to charge in and say, you don't do anything that's going to surprise me. I feel like you'll probably please me and not tell me off or give me bad warnings, but I do wonder how you are sometimes. Okay, so someone could be working on you right now in your mind. All right, or you could be working on someone's mind right now. All right, so let's see what it says. I have, and I just wonder when I'm going to help myself, give myself a better reason to believe. I didn't need this. I just don't know how to give myself better news. So someone felt like they didn't need this. They didn't need this partnership of some sort. They didn't need this karmic reason to believe they've got problems. They don't want to hear it though, and they don't feel like you'll give them any. And it does say you warn a person that if they speak, you're going to be in a problem, but you don't want to be. It does say you would rather speak less and not speak at all, and not want to see anything come to your mind about it, Libras. Okay, it could even be dealing with a water sign here. It does say you don't want to deal with their nonsense or their grief or their drama. You don't want to hear their wrath or their tongue or their problems. You don't want to hear that problems is there with them or even with you. So you want to surprise yourself with better news and support them have good news or good karma. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. Anything else would work for Libras, please? I hate my job. Okay, I don't know who this is that hates their job. Someone regrets sending a message to someone saying that they don't need to work today or they don't need to have a particular job. It says you could have had this, but you're not going to get it. And I hate the way you look in my mind. I wouldn't dare want you to be around me ongoing. I wouldn't dare want to speak to you. I feel like I hate the way I ideally dealt with you, but I don't continue to feel like I'm feeling bad for whatever it is that I've done. I'm nervous and I don't want to support you, but what if you have problems with people that are going to deal with me and make me feel like I'm bad? I'm nervous and I don't want to hear from you again. So I'm going to start laughing and making fun of the situation and move on. Just don't want to hear that you have problems. Demons are there. What if I needed to speak about the demons that were going to come out of this? Maybe I have pride myself over the problem too much, and now my loyalty exists to you, just you, because no one else should know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks to a month or even a year. And I realize that it's not really worth talking to you, but I'll stay away. I never said anything to you and I'll stay away. Okay, so this person is going to stay away. It does say it could be an earth sign, a Virgo in particularly, but it does say it could be a loyal water sign that doesn't want you to see who he is at times, but does want you to know that you have tried and you have tried and you have tried, but you couldn't get back to him with things that you wanted, and may not have seen him, but he does warn you, don't speak. I'm going to be there supporting you. Just someone else has to give you what you want. I can't give it to you. And then I wonder how to get this person to work with me to get what I want and then give it to you, but I can't get back to this female. It says a female that he didn't know could surprise him so much over things that he wants and doesn't know how to surprise him anymore with things that he could give her. He says he needs to give you things through her giving him things, but he can't give her anything. So he warns himself not to speak, but he can't communicate what he needs. And he's worried about sexual energy or personal traits of worry that he can't grieve over or greatly get her to believe that is going to happen, to support him to gift you with many things that you could have in the possible years to come. It says, wonder why it doesn't work when your loyalty is with someone else and not with me. It says you worry less about the situation and put yourself first. No one is going to bless you more than a female that loves you. You have good karma with your mother or a person around you that doesn't need to see you but does want to know how you're doing. Okay, now you could be dealing with Aquarius, you could be dealing with Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a Leo. Okay, it does say many of you are aware that someone steals from you or takes from you but doesn't need to know that they have good karma. It says love life is suffering. I know this, but I don't want to hear I have bad news, so I'm warning myself not to take advantage of her and not to steal from her or take from her too much. But I do want things and I need things and I wonder how I'm going to cope. Okay, and it could be in relation to a child as well. All right. All right. It could just be things that are going to make you happy as well, Libra. All right, or maybe even make a person around you happy. It does say warning though, you do not have to speak about things that you want so much, and maybe you need to see that you have better news, not speaking about everything that you need all the time. Just leave yourself to have a time off, or maybe even give yourself better news with working on yourself instead of warring with yourself. You don't have to speak about it, but you do have problems with your mind and you want to support your mind in other ways and other means and may not be able to at times. So warn yourself, don't speak, don't laugh, just have good karma with things that you have right now. Okay, all right. So business for Libra, please. Business. Okay. Business is going to be supported with many factors of help, forcing you to look into how you will support your ideas. Many times over, your business may not have suffered, but it could have. And maybe you feel like you are warning yourself, don't speak, but you need to look into how you're going to create a scenario, or even probably give yourself better news with your work or your business. It says smoking as well for some of you guys. Don't need to smoke so much if you are tired or stressed. It says you do smoke so much sometimes that you don't need to see bad news, because it does say bad news is there right now with your mind, not with your feelings, but with your mind. And you do smoke a lot for some of you guys that smoke. Okay, it does say warning though, don't speak because you have better news with your ideas, or maybe even with your personal traits or your mentality. It says warning, have great news for your life and don't give yourself to anyone that's going to cause you harm, telling you that you shouldn't do something or should do it, and maybe even have time to feel like, am I going to have enough? Okay, I do see a lot of money coming in for some of you guys as well. You're creating abundance, you're creating a lot of wealth here. All right, it does say you warn yourself that you do have lots of things and lots of gifts to give yourself in the near future or in the coming years or even months. It says wondering about these things are warring with you, but you will create a way to please yourself and have personal victim mentality to surprise you and give yourself a lot of money. Lots of money is entering your life. Gifts are here. Probably not going to see you for a while, but I'm telling you, mentally you are striving for a confident abundance, and very, very soon you will see you have enough to spare. Wow, some of you guys are coming into a lot of money as well. All right, okay, let's see what else is going on with business for Libras. Some of you guys are quite wealthy already as it is, okay? But some of you guys will be even more wealthy from what you're doing in your work and your business. It says, I love myself so much, so I've got to figure out how to force myself to do this. I'm working on war right now, giving myself time in my mind to figure out how do they do it? How do they support themselves? How do they please themselves? How do I please myself without peeing myself off? Okay, could be dealing with a Capricorn or just wanting codependency. Okay, or wondering how someone is coping as well with their business adventures, or with their mind, or with their adult child. Something about an adult child. It says this adult child needs to pay me, and I'm wondering when I will get to her to give me the money instead of him. So some of you guys may want to take some money from an adult child of someone that you know, okay, and may want to figure out how to get to the person parent to get the money. Okay, all right. Anything else for Libras in regards to business? It says someone is pushing their nose in your business and you wouldn't realize why. Okay, so it could be you pushing your nose in someone else's business. Okay, could be a water sign female, friend, family member, or even a girlfriend. You wonder how to get more money for her, for some of you guys. And it does say some of you guys want to give someone some money as well, or even tell them off for taking you in your mind and saying, I've taken you back to wonder when I'm going to get paid. Okay, so you could be wondering when you're going to get some money from someone too. Okay, all right. It could even be like personal items, or even, you know, like inventory. All right, maybe some of you guys need to stack up, you know, when it comes to you know, maybe some purchases, or maybe, you know, if you guys, say for instance, you own an online store, or you have to put money into your business in some type of ways. All right. It says, I love the way I speak about things in my mind, and I have to support my ideas. I please myself a lot on how I'm going to figure these things out, and I warn myself not to speak. I can get it. I just need to wonder if they're going to be available. So some of you guys could be wondering, you know, if the you know, the company that supplies your goods, you know, when they're going to be available to you as well. All right. Some of you guys are dealing with warehouses. Some of you guys are dealing with vendors. You know, some of you guys need to support your buildings as well. Like, you know, maybe your shops, or your you know, the place that you have, you know, that you're working from. Okay. It does say you have better news in your mind, and you deal with things so delicately. It does say you have things that you are working on so smartly, and you're gifting yourself many things to support your ideas. Probably need to see that problems are not yours, though. You have great news, Libra. Overall, it is better than nothing. Good karma is coming. It says you have partnered up with many friends or family members, or even told people lies to support you. Sometimes you needed to tell yourself that you didn't have enough when you have so much, and now you've made it. You've actually made it. You did it. You gave yourself so much time in your mind to support yourself, to the point where poverty is no longer a guilty pleasure. It does say you are never going to be poor again. All right. So much money here. You lot are bringing in a lot of money, you know, or you are supporting yourself with properties, buildings, you know. Yeah, but I do hear for some of you guys, you need to get in touch with certain manufacturers or vendors or something like that, or you're trying to make sure that you restock, you know, in certain areas, or, you know, you're purchasing things for your business in some type of way. All right. All right. So let's see what's going on with your love life. It does say, warning though, you're waiting for someone that will speak about good karma coming. Is there time that I can speak to you and get back to you about this bill that needs to be paid? So some of you guys may need to pay some type of bill as well. Maybe some of you guys are wondering how to cope as well with some type of bills as well. All right. Maybe you need some support with the bill in some type of way, or maybe you're billing someone, or, you know, someone is billing you. All right. So let's see what's going on with with your love life. Love life. Love life. Love is certainly on the mend. It does say jealousy is something that you warn yourself not to speak about. You warn yourself not to hear anyone's problems with your sexual pleasures or your personal problems. It says you do have great news when it comes to your lover. It says sex is something that I know I need, so I give it to him and I give it to her as much as I want to, and I may not get it sometimes, but I'm wondering who I can get it from or how I can give myself a lot of time thinking about it. I love to know that I can please my person and give them a lot of time in their mind thinking about it. I want to know that they will sex me tonight, tomorrow, or even the next year. I do know it takes long sometimes for the person to even give me it, and I wonder when I'm going to get this. I love to know that they can give me good nights. And maybe even wondering if your person is going to wander off. Some of you guys may wonder if your person is going to wander off, but it says I can't allow him to. I'm going to make sure he gets it and gets it and gets it and give it to me and give it to me and gets it and gets it and gives it to me. So someone is making sure, look, someone ain't going nowhere because they're giving them a hell of a lot of sex, making sure that their backside stays put. It's like, you ain't going nowhere, you're mine, I want to give it to you. All right, thinking about a lot of sexual pleasure. Okay, maybe even some of you guys might need to take time, especially if you're, you know, postnatal, postpartum, you know, that type of thing could still be healing, you know, from just giving birth. So, you know, you may still be trying to figure out how to creatively, you know, give your person's sexual pleasure just to make sure that they're happy and stable, you know. All right, so let's see what else is going on with Libra's love life. Okay, all right, says no one is even going to bother you again. It says you have blessing. Something here is being told to just struggle less and know that you have great news. Wondering how you do it. You have time to figure out how you want things and you're dealing with it. You don't need to deal with problems in your relationship. You are just dealing with them. So you're working things out in your relationship right now. You know, giving each other, give and take. There's a lot of give and take here. All right, it does say, you know, in the past you may have rushed towards things in your mind to control, you know, the unnecessary, you know, vexation. It says I wanted to know that I could personally give you time to pay me as well. I'm wondering if you can pay me. I just want to know if you can pay me. So I don't know if there's a partner that you have to pay. Okay, it does say I'm not paying you until I told you I'm paying you, but I will tell you I'm paying you, and if I'm paying you, you're gonna get what I get and what I'm giving to you. Okay, and sometimes if it's not about a payment, it could be, you know, a purchase. Maybe you're purchasing something for someone and you've told them, look, I'm supporting you with this, I'm going to buy you this, and this is what I'm getting, this is what I'm giving you. And maybe this person's waiting, maybe they can't wait for this gift that's coming in for them. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you Libras in regards to your love life. It says your love life is certainly never going to suffer again, but you do know that because you've told yourself, I'm never going to allow this person to see another woman or man. I want to know that my person is stable and well, and jealousy is something that they need to know is never going to be a part of my mind. I'm not going to be jealous of anyone else because I will support giving them what I need sexually, ongoing if I have to, and make them feel like they're getting warnings, or even rewards, like rewarding them with time in their mind to remember, like everything I pay for or everything I give them or everything I gift them, I'm going to make sure I give it to them. Okay, oh, so someone is, you know, being gifted a lot. Okay, it does say it looks like you do regret it sometimes because you do know bills are there to be paid, or sometimes you feel like you have to give them in, you know, sporadic blessings, and maybe even cursing yourself like, what am I going to do if I can't afford to pay to keep this person? All right, it does say you warn yourself not to speak, but you will do whatever it takes to make sure this person is well, safe and secure. Okay, so even if that's just making sure they have their favorite meals on the table every night, you know, making sure you buy little things to support them, you know, or maybe even just giving them their little sexual pleasures or other pleasures, you know, honing in on their love language, making sure that they feel special in certain ways. Okay, you want to give it to them. All right, so let's see what else is going on for Libras in regards to their love life. Okay, says, love is something I do adore, and I want to make sure everyone feels that I've got good karma with my friends, my family looking in, and people around me seeing that I'm probably going to invite them to my wedding soon. I'm probably going to see that people are there loving myself, or even loving my family, sharing moments with my person. Going on holiday to support us is something I want to do, and I'm going there soon. For some of you guys, you may be going on holiday soon, or spending time around family and friends, getting really closely connected to their family and their friends, or maybe them getting closely connected to your family and friends. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with singles. Single Libras. Singles don't want to pretend that they are well. They feel like they are, but they don't want to pretend anymore. It says, someone told you not to speak about me, and I told myself, don't speak. She's going to speak about me, how I'm not getting the person that I want. I need to know my person is coming. When is she coming? When is she coming? When is she coming? Some of you guys, it's a male that wants to know when his person is coming, and that person could be you, Libra. Okay? Want to know when you're coming back to them, all right? Or when they can get you back, okay? Anything else about singles? Could be dealing with an earth sign. If not, it's just someone that's working on wanting to know where you are. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a fire sign. Could be an earth sign. Could be another Libra. Says, I know that I want you, and I'm taking you back. If I have to take you back, I do need you to know that you're going to be mine. Certainly don't want to know we're breaking up, but what if I have to break up with you just to say we can't work out? Because I know that I don't want to, but it's just not working the way I want it to. And some of you are feeling like, well, it's on the verge of mending, or even purposely putting them back in their mind to say, I do see you. I want to work to see if I can warn you not to speak about me, but I do know that I could take you back if I want to. Okay, it could be dealing with a water sign as well. It does say you warn yourself not to speak because you may not be able to have the person, or maybe even wondering when are they going to keep you in your mind again about things that you want to support. Okay, maybe there's things that they talk to you about, or even, you know, surprise you with, or maybe even, you know, encourage you with as well. Okay, maybe things they coach you on, or even just listen to you about to help support your mind. Maybe you are, you know, relying on someone for support, or they're relying on you for some type of support here. Okay, it could be a friend even as well. Okay, all right. Some of you guys, it could be a client or even a personal trainer for some of you guys. Okay, some of you guys may be getting into shape, working on yourselves as well. All right. So I'm hearing some of you guys, I want to warn you about evictions. I don't know who that is. Some of you guys may be warned about some type of eviction, so just pay attention to someone that may be, you know, figuring out how they can steal from you. It says you may not even worry about that because you have bills to pay, but you do have a lot of time to spend wondering if you'll have enough. And you may pay this person and feel like it's not enough, or maybe even pay someone else and feel like it's not enough. But it does say you have many things you are paying out right now, and it does say you warn yourself not to speak, but you need to believe that you have blessings in your mind, and you're generous with your pride and your time, and gifting someone as well at the same time. So maybe you need to gift someone too. Maybe you've got a lot of bills to pay, but you need to gift someone as well. You've got a lot to pay out, you know. It says, I wonder if I can support my mind with so much I've got going on. It says these bills are skyrocketing. How are we going to cope? For some of you guys that are wondering, as a team or some type of partnership, okay, how you're going to cope. All right. Okay, or maybe even finding the ideal partner that can support you with bills, and maybe even help you to surprise yourself that there is one soon advising you that you have brilliant ideas that they want to partner up with, and bills is something that they could take and pay for you if you just see who it is. So it looks like there could be someone entering your life soon, for some of you singles, that will just, you know, pay for your bills for you, honey. All right, this person will just, you know, make you not have to worry again about paying any bills, because they would make sure they was the ones to pay the bills for you. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is going on for you Libras. Anything going on for the relationship couples? It says all of you are going through jealousy right now, but you'll leave it alone in 2 weeks. It says 2 weeks you need to leave this jealous alone. Stop worrying about someone in your circle that is jealous of you and warning you that your relationship will not last. It says someone here is being mean and negative and thinks your relationship is not going to work out. It says I warn myself not to speak, but she's always thinking bad news is going to come and break us up. Or maybe she feels that bad news is going to come and warn us that we can't be together anymore. I'm warning her not to speak about this, but I am priding myself as a personal trainer, or maybe even someone that I could work with, to make sure I feel like I have great news with her. It does say I love her, so I'm not going to speak, but I do know that I can warn myself better news is going to come. All right, so some of you guys, your partner's just working out right now, you know, doing some personal training, or maybe feeling like you could work on your weight a little more as well, Libras. It does say someone here is worried that you are going to become too big as well. Ooh, it does say someone here feels like you don't have enough time to worry about this because you've just maybe given birth, or maybe you have other things going on that you're stressing about and don't have time to work on it. It does say you whine a lot or moan a lot these days. Why do you keep me in my mind about your negative energy? It says she does keep me on my toes a lot, and I wonder how I can support this female when she's always probably giving me a lot to do. Okay, it does say a lot of you are whining or moaning, or even thinking how you can drink a lot, or maybe even smoke a lot, or maybe even see that you don't do these things, but you may indulge a lot, maybe take the time to eat a lot. Okay. It does say you warn yourself not to speak though, because you do spark conversations with your mind saying you have better news and you don't need to worry. So you do speed up the energies in your mind saying, well, I'm going to do something great to support myself one day. Even if I don't do it right away, I'm going to do it. It does say mentally I'm working on myself, verbally and physically, but I warn myself I'm going to do it one of these days. And when I do, you will not speak to me about this. You will not warn me. You'll not hear from me telling me off or making fun of me or making me feel like I'm down or frowning or feel jealous. You will just see that I'm doing better in my life. So warn yourself not to pay too much attention to who I am, but work on who you are. Okay, someone is holding on, you know, to maybe a lot of weight, or maybe holding on to a lot of wealth, or maybe even holding on to a time here. Okay, holding on and planning some type of time to you know, time in their mind to be loyal to something that they've said. Okay, like maybe, you know, there's a lot of judgment here, all right, where someone's judging someone, all right, that they put on a lot of weight, or that they're gonna put on a lot of weight, or maybe it's even you thinking to yourself, damn, I put on a lot of weight, or maybe I'm going to put on a lot of weight if I don't, you know, control certain indulgements in something, in some way. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for Libras. It says, I build you again, and I'm not going to build you again, but I do build you again. You're getting abundance. Good karma is coming in. Money is coming in. Good karma. So someone as well is, you know, giving you money as well. It says you have won a lot this time, and you wonder why. It says you didn't know that you could do it, but you won. So much money is coming to you, and you wouldn't be able to believe your eyes. It says a payment is due though. Well, you warn yourself that you may not speak about it, but problems are going to be there if you don't. So you've got to tell yourself that you're going to gift others when you do get this bill or this payment that is going to be given to you, but you still have to bill someone, or even get someone to probably pay you or pay them. It says you are billed. I want to bill you because I'm trying to tell you off right now as well. So someone could be telling you off as well. All right, and it does say someone is trying to warn you. I'm not billing you yet, but I'm going to come in and bill you soon. So someone could be warning you that, look, there's a bill coming through. Maybe it's an unexpected bill. All right, it does say I laugh because I don't want to hear that I have to pay bills. But what if I have to pay another bill and I'm tired of paying bills? Some of you guys may be tired of paying bills and there's another bill coming through the door. Okay, But it does say you have to tell yourself off, because why are you doing this all alone if you're in a loving relationship? Why are you allowing the person not to participate in the bill paying? Why are you taking on all the stress by yourself? It does say believe that you have an eviction notice coming if you can't pay your bill. It says the people that don't want to hear from you is something that I feel like could hear from you. I'd rather send you back to your mind and say you are going to be billed, or else I'm sending you to court. Okay, so someone could want to send someone to court for some type of bill as well if they're not getting their bill on time. It does say you are peeing someone off more than usual these days, but it says no one needs to know why this person is so deliberate about some type of bill here. Could be an earth sign here that's working on something from the past, okay, or working on something they remember discussing with you. Okay, it could be even regards to something that you've been working on or seeing or looking into and not wanting to notice that you have to pay this bill, but you've got to pay it soon. How will you reward yourself with better news if you can't afford to pay your bills? Okay, it says you laugh because many people have made fun of you or picking on you right now for payments, or maybe even telling yourself you've got to pay so much out right now. How will you cope? It says warning, you don't have enough, but you will have enough if you feel like you can structure your mind better and please yourself, and maybe pay some later, or maybe even pay some another day or another week. But you have many bills that you need to pay for some of you guys. Okay, it says there is so many times over you feel like you've got great news, but then you work on something to the point where you're working so smartly and then feel like you're stepping back to see if you can time a situation and work on it and gift yourself better news. It says warning, I don't want to have to pay all these bills at once, but I may have to give myself time to believe that I can sponsor speaking to some of them to make sure that they don't have any problems with me. That way they can sit down and wonder if they have great news coming, and they can warn themselves that bills will be paid off and good karma is going to support their ideas. Okay, so a lot of bills could be coming in as well. All right, so let's see what's going on anyway between the relationship, because it looks like you guys are really taking care of things in the home and, you know, around, you know, your finances, you know, maybe even taking care of certain business things as well. These things are, you know, getting in the way of love life right now, but love life is still good as well at the same time too. It doesn't look that bad. All right, so let's see anything else for those in a relationship. It says warning, you have to tell yourself to stop speaking about me, because I'm not talking to you, but I will talk to you again if you want to talk to me. I will not let you in on everything that I'm doing, but I'm not giving you all my information. Okay, so maybe someone is trying to get information from you and you're telling them, look, I'm warning you, stay out of my business. I'm not giving you all my information. Okay, it says you love yourself too much to warn others how to support their ideas, or even pee yourself off with many people trying to warn you that they want from you and can't get from you. It says you need to look into how you can speak about things that are going to warn you that better news is coming, and leave them to believe that they will try and take from you if they want to, but they'll never get everything, and they will never have everything that you have, but they will always have better news when they see they have to speak less to you and wait it out. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those in those in marriage. What's going on with the marriage couples? Marriage is going to be great, but it doesn't say you're working on it though. It says there could be some changes here that are coming up. It does say you're working on your weight goals, or even your nervousness, or even changes that you've made to your mind so that you don't have to look into bad karma with your person. It does say you are blessing yourself with better news than anything. It says you love yourself and your person, so you wouldn't want to war with them. It says you do things in a way that good karma is coming, so you're warning yourself better news is coming. Okay, you are sorting these things out and you have solved them. It does say many of you are solving your problems in your work so it can support your ideal partnerships. It does say you see that great gifts are coming in to support a person, and you don't know how to support the idea ongoing, but you are pleased that you could gift them or give them something to surprise them. Okay, Anything else in your marriage? Says, I love my marriage and I'm going to give myself the world. I want to dress up and feel good, so I'm going to get shaped, and I want to shape up and look good, and I want to give myself better news with this. I'm going to get very, very good at this. I'm going to work on myself, and I'm working on my ways, I'm working on my mind, I'm working on my weight, and I'm working on my goals right now. So I'm working on who I am becoming, and I love myself, I love my team, I love my partners, I love my people, and I'm giving myself great news with my work. And that's what I'm doing. So most of you guys are working on your work right now. Okay, working on your work, working on things you have to do with your personal well-being, working on things you have to do in your family lifestyle and your children, and it looks like everything is going well. Okay, and also gifting your partner things as well. All right, so let's see what's going on with individuals, what's going on with Aries and Libra. Aries doesn't want to speak to Libra, but does want to see that they can come in and call them and speak to them about great news that's going to support their ideas and people pleasing them and not peeing them off. Instead, they want to know that things are going to help them and see that beneficial things are going to support them and surprise them with great news. Good. Let's see what's going on with Taurus and Libra. Taurus and Libra. Taurus and Libra. Taurus doesn't want to tell off a person, but is ready to do so. It says, you know, I'm going to tell you off soon, don't you? But you don't want me to, and I hear that by the way you're using certain tones towards me. I feel like I'm friggin' mean at times. I know this, but I don't want to hear that you're telling me that I am. I've got feelings, you know, and I do feel for her, and I feel for the person that raised me, or the parents that I have, and even a girlfriend that I left behind in the past. But it doesn't say that I want her. It says I want you, and I realize I want you. Believe me, I just don't want to hear that you're always nagging and getting on my nerves and telling me that I have bad news. I just have good things that I'm trying to achieve and accomplish. I really want to please myself, and I'm working on that. So support your ideas and pee off and stop speaking about me so much. So much gossip that you do with other people about me. It makes me mad. I don't want to hear that you're always telling me off. And it does say I would rather hear less about people or females that you had from a past relationship that you don't have as a friend anymore. It says your friends from the past don't really make me feel like I'm worthwhile, or maybe that friend didn't even like you no more. And it does say that person doesn't want to deal with you. So why do you warn yourself that you need to speak to her and wonder how she is and where she is and what she's up to and where she's going and who she's speaking to or even sleeping with, and why does she war with you, or why does she warn herself never to speak to you again? Oh dear. All right, let's see what's going on with Gemini and Libras. Gemini hates you and doesn't want to say it to you, but does, and wants to steal from you, take from you, or warn you that bad news is coming. It does say they're working on something without you, or maybe even pushing you aside, or pushing you back to your mind about peace on earth, or police, or something negative. It says they don't know how to surprise themselves with problems that they have, so they may not want to speak to you, and may have curses of forces of custody or legal battles or problems to solve. It does say many of them are dealing with things right now, but you don't want to hear it, and you may not want to understand it all, but you do not want to get involved. And some of you guys realize that you don't need to get involved, but you don't have these problems. And it does say you are better off without them than friends with them, because there's frenemies there with these people right now. They are frenemies. Okay, let's see what's going on with I'm hearing something about a collection agency as well. Okay, and something to do with the GP needing to see you for something as well, or hear that you're okay, or maybe not wanting to know if you're okay. Maybe it could be a person around you or a family member, or maybe even a person that you see that you have given yourself as a child. You know, maybe you've got a child that, you know, needs to have a checkup of some sort. Okay, so let's see, anything else with Geminis, or should we move on to Cancer? It says Gemini is going to be in blessings in 2 weeks or 2 years. So it doesn't even matter what's going on, but they have many things that they're doing or right now have up their sleeve to warn themselves that blessings is coming. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Cancerians. Cancerians does not want to deal with you and doesn't want to stroke your ego either. They do not like you, and they don't want to wonder if you're okay. They hate the hell out of you, and they wonder why they do, because sometimes they really feel like good luck is coming, and sometimes they feel like bad luck is coming. It does say bad luck is with them right now with Libra, and it doesn't say punishment, But it does say problems with people they have to deal with, and mentally reaching their goals is something they want to do, but they don't want to hear bad news is always there. It says you will wonder why you have beneficial things in your mind to work on when you speak about great news. It says I have many things I'm working on and I'm speaking about them, but I wonder if I can work on them so smartly to the point where I can take advantage of this. It says you know that you want to take an opportunity with them, and they may not want to take an opportunity with you, but it does say you warn yourself, don't speak to them, let them see that they've got great news on their own in their own life, and let them deal with it there. So let's see what's going on with Leos and Libras. Leos doesn't want to hear from you right now, or is grieving or feeling priorities is something that they wonder, will they be gifted or given in the near future? It does say it is their time of birth, or it is their time of month to feel like they have problems they need to solve, or even friends or family members they need to pride themselves over. It does say problem with them is that they don't want to speak to you much these days, but they will if you are priding yourself over them instead of them over you. They want to know that you will speak to them and not speed up anything that's going to cause them concern. They don't want to hear from you, and they don't want to deal with you, and the time has come to move on. Okay, I'm hearing someone say traitor as well. All right, so let's see what's going on with Virgo and Libra. Virgo does not want to hear from you, but will hear from you soon when they are working on you. It says, warning, you don't need to speak, but I do need to speak to you, and when I do, I will hear from you. It says, Libra, do you know that you need to speak to me ASAP, because I've told you off already for leaving this, and you didn't tell me whether you were going to deal with it. It says you may have left something out, or been told that you can't support yourself with something, or you may have to pay something another day, or you need to surprise them with something that you need to support. It says mentally I've reached my goals and my limit, and I'm not tired of telling you that I'm going to tell you off again about what it is that you're doing to speak to me or not speak to me, but you can hear yourself and listen to yourself. How about that? I'm not dealing with you if you don't want to deal with me, but you surprise yourself and feel like great news is coming. I will not warn you of great news coming. It says they know they're going to warn you of better news when they move on. It says they know they're not going to warn you of anything. They just want to leave you to wonder if you've got great news anyway, and laugh at you and make fun of you and make you feel like bad news is there when they war with themselves every day for what they are doing to you. Okay, what's going on with Libra and Libra? Libra does not care and does not want to hear from the other Libra, and Libra does not want to care about the other Libra, and both of you feel like blessings are there in your own ways and not in your minds about each other. It says, warning, we don't need to speak to each other. We are giving each other the hand. Speak to the hand, because the face does not want to listen. It says someone here realized that they don't need to speak to anyone, not a soul. So you do you and I will do me. I will do me and you will do you. Don't speak to me. I will not speak to you. You need to leave me alone. I will not leave you alone. It says you keep calling me, or you keep texting me or warning me that you have problems. I don't want to hear your problems, so speak less to me. Move on. All right. What's going on with Libra and Scorpio? Libra hates Scorpio, and hating Scorpio is something they do secretly, but it does say they warn themselves not to speak as they take opportunities with them. It says you do know that you have time to support your mind with whoever it is that you want. It says you don't need to speak to them, but you will speak to them when they tell you off, or maybe even when they tell you they're tired of you, or when they tell you to move on. It says you need to speak about what's going on with you, or even deal with your own problems. It says Scorpio is not going to laugh at you or make fun of you, but they do know that they could if they wanted to. They just laugh because they do know they have other things they've got going on and don't want to reduce their smart minds to you. It does say that you do understand where you get it from, don't you? You get all your good karma from them, but you don't realize it. It does say most of the time you get good news from them, or support from them, or many things mentally or verbally or even physically from them that you could support or surprise yourself with. It says most of the time Scorpio will gift you and give you and you won't even realize it. It says many times over they help you and help you and help you, and you don't even give them back nothing much to say that it's going to be last time you gave me, I gave you. It says they give you way more sometimes and you don't even realize it. Verbally, mentally, supportively, emotionally gifting you in many things, but they don't want to warn themselves to speak about it. It says you feel like you could match up to me, And that's the thing. You really think that you could sponsor me with everything that you've got going on when I'm trying to warn you, Libra. You don't need to speak. Just tell yourself off, or tell yourself that you can match up to me if you wanted to, but it's not always going to be the case. It says, I want you, and I do know that, but I'm not going to allow you to think that you've got me in the ways that you want because you feel like you can have me. I'm going to give myself enough time to speak about who I want to speak to again. And maybe if it's you I'm going to speak to, I'll warn myself it will be you. But if it's not, it's going to be a new friend or a new woman or a new man or a new mental problem of my own, because I need to see what I want. Ooh. All right, so let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Libra. Sagittarius is not going to work with you. They don't want to see you today, but they do want to see if you got the letter or the email or the text message that they gave you. It says they do want to speak to you sometimes and warn themselves that they could reach out anytime to sponsor your ideas or speak to you. They just don't want to at times when they feel like they are tired or moaning inside themselves to say that they've had enough of you creating drama, or even sending them emails, faxes, text messages, or even tell them that it doesn't work. It says mean girl energy. It does say they want to pick on you or even help you to be picked on. It does say many of them are dealing with you in your mind today, or feel like they don't need to, but they could if they wanted to. And they're not laughing at you, but they're laughing with you at this time. And they feel like they could pick on you, but they're just making sure that you are helped and supported. They're not going to look at you as a friend, but they do support you as a frenemy, and maybe even help you as a friend sometimes, but will not help you ongoing as a friend, because they do take from you in ways that they can communicate information and maybe even steal your ideas, or maybe even steal your sexual partners at times when they feel like you probably like to do this yourself, don't you? I could do this to you. It says none of them are doing it right now, but they feel like they want to be mean or negative and still feel like they are counting their blessings with you because they're causing a concern or a stir. It does say many of you are deciding not to speak about it, but you have many things that you are doing to support your ideas with people and not them. And it does say shocking information is there sometimes to deal with, or even people laughing at you or causing you concern. But it does say many of you are going through health issues or mental struggles, or even ideally adultery, or maybe not. But even seeing how well you sing or dance is something that they like to do as well. It does say many of you have many gifts and many talents that they're trying to surprise you with. And many portions of gravity are trying to control you, not to speak, but they will warn you that they could help you with many of these things 10 times over, but they don't want to give you everything. They just love the fact that you always help yourself and warn yourself you have better news. So laugh it off and let yourself feel grief is not there, but good news is coming. Okay? So let's see what's going on with, I'm hearing something about codependency. Maybe you need them for something, or they need you for something. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn and Libras. 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 Capricorn does not want to die in their mind of jealousy with you. It says they die in their mind with jealousy, warning you not to speak or warning them not to speak. It says we both need to not speak to each other. You know that and I know that. Why would you warn me in my mind that you feel like you're going to get me or karma is coming? It says bad news. You don't have to speak to me. I told you that through my parents, through my mind, through a problem that I know I have to give myself is not going to come. I know this because I feel like protection is there. People are there warning you don't have to get to me. I'm never going to give you my soul, and I'm never going to drive you crazy or make you drive me crazy. Warning, you need to speak to my hand. I'm not dealing with you. It says both of you feel like you've got problems with each other. It does say you do not have to deal with each other in mental ways, but you have to warn yourself great news is coming. Laugh because you don't have to deal with Libra. It does say Capricorn doesn't have to deal with Libra, and it does say Capricorn believes they don't want to deal with Libra, and Libra does want to deal with Capricorn, but does want to dance or sing for them mainly just to look good, or maybe even look at them as a friend and maybe not so much an enemy, but does want to support that they do have punishments that they're giving to each other mentally, and mind games are there, and problems are there, and people are there supporting their ideas to give out problems. It says many times over they're gifting themselves a lot of bad news in their mind to trouble you in your thoughts and in your feelings. Ooh, okay. Let's see what's going on with I'm hearing F you as well. Ooh. What's going on with Aquarius and Libra? Okay. Aquarius does not want to hear from Libra. Libra doesn't want to hear from Aquarius, and Aquarius feels like they sold their soul enough to torture, turmoil, liberty takers, penalties or problems or negative jealousy. It says the problem is I don't know how to support everything and I'm wondering how to give myself good karma. Okay, it does say Libra doesn't know how to support them, but Libra does know they can spill the beans on them or take them back in their mind to support them with whatever they want whenever they need to, but they rather not speak about it and steal from them or take from them or maybe even help them or support them. But it does say they feel like not speaking to them at all right now. Okay, it does say Aquarius would rather not say anything to you as a friend or family member or as a foe. They'd rather speak to themselves and think about things that they're doing or have done, or warn themselves that jealousy isn't the answer, good karma is coming, and warn themselves of best friend energy with their minds, their hearts, their soul, and their new beginnings to come in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, or a year. Okay, what's going on with Pisces? Pisces and Libra. Pisces and Libra. Pisces does not want to deal with you. It says Pisces is the one that doesn't want to sponsor you today or this week or even help you with certain feels like bills or even problematic things or maybe even payments. It says some of them don't even want to deal with you at all or don't even want to hear from you. Some of them will listen to you and speak to you and even love make on you, but don't want to hear that you've got deals, that you've got going out and sponsoring other relationships and maybe even great news coming in. They don't feel jealous, but they're wondering if they could hold down their jealousy and pride themselves over the matter and feel better in themselves without mind games of yours telling them off. It says you've always told them off, or you've made them feel like bad news is coming, or there's jealous energy there, or there's problems, or there is things that they don't want you to say. They said they don't want you to speak, so keep quiet. Be quiet. I don't want you to tell her or him my business. It says all of you need to keep quiet. Stop judging me. Stop preying on my negativity. Look for good karma and work on yourself. It says they don't know how to speak, but they're looking forward to how they can award you with something or give you something that's going to pay attention to punishment or negative energy. It says you don't need to speak about me. I don't need to speak about you. When will you realize that you're not going to give me anything that's going to support me more than I can support myself? I really please myself a lot these days, Libra. Do you not know that I'm doing great things, or do you have to warn yourself that you're better than me all the time? I'm looking forward to best friend energy with you, but I can't support that if you're going to pee me off one day at a time, one after another. It says you keep doing this and you wonder why it's not working out, or why we don't speak, or why we don't even show people what's going on, because it's not going to work that way. But we have to help each other to support our ideas, and if you can't do that with me, I have to leave you behind. Stop speaking to me though, because I don't want to hear you, and I want you to stop being jealous and working against me, or even telling me that you have to work on things that I'm doing, or see what's going on with me and laugh at me. It says I hate you and I can't stand you at times, but move on. Stop pretending to be my friend. I don't want to know that you're going to be my friend if you're going to pretend. It says Libra knows that they pretend all the time with you, but it does say they don't want to, and they do realize they have personal traits to help you win something, but they just don't know how to support your ideas when you're always being mean, or even practicing witchcraft, or even problems in your mind, or even curses, or maybe even detrimental to your own mind at times because you've got problems mentally. It does say they realize that you have to sort out your mental health and sort out your mind and sow your seeds and do better for yourself and laugh it off and give yourself grief. It says grief is something that you've been giving yourself. Don't pay attention to someone that's warning you that problems are coming though. People are there attacking your spirit. It says Pisces, you need to warn yourself. People are there attacking your spirit. Libra does know, but some of them don't. But it says you need to warn yourself. Okay, so maybe you might want to warn a friend, Pisces, someone you know, that someone's attacking their spirit if they don't know it already. All right, let's see what's going on with your romance angels, Libras. Okay, it says you deserve love, you are lovable. Okay, all right, now let's see what's going on with your other angel messages. It says play, beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety and laughter will lift your energy so that you return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. Okay, clairvoyant, Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. All right. Okay, let's see, universal messages. Okay, It says the universe has my back. And it really does, Libra. The universe has your back. All right. We've got number 4. We've got number 43. We've got number 41. We've got number 19, number 10, number 44, number 5, okay, number 39, number 8, okay, number 19, and number 53. And warning, someone is trying to push you into negative mind games to say you're going to be evicted. So watch your mind and how you speak or how you look at yourself. It does say someone knows something about you or your spiritual awareness or your gifts and wants you to think that you've got bad news coming when you really don't. Okay, so just warn yourself of that. Okay, especially if you've got some gifts, you know, spiritual gifts. You know, don't let people put things in your head that are not there. So kind of, you know, look at it, study it. If you need personal, you know, help studying it, you know, you can call up a specialist in readings or astrology, or, you know, just to look into things for you better. All right, Libras. Right, that was your reading, my lovely, and I'll speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now.